seems like these are one of those things that is going to take a bit longer to smooth out.
This was like us before the majors. We just kind of, I don't know.
The dream hacks and such that you guys went to.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like an excuse for like, if you always perform at majors, then. But at the same time, like, this might be our major, right? For the foreseeable future. So you got to learn how to take online games seriously again.
Do you think that's a problem that many teams are having that have attended majors? We've talked about OG kind of messing around in all their Game 2s all the time. Secret's like the only Tier 1 team that is truly keeping things nice and clean.
I think our team, probably like the biggest thing that we suffer from is just like motivation sometimes to like really get hype for a lot of games, which sounds like an excuse, and it definitely is. It's like not a good not a good reason whatsoever.
No, it's a shitty excuse for sure.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like that is what ends up happening. That's why like you know, we played bad at Singapore. I did that interview with you, and I was like, don't worry, we'll show up by the time the major rolls around. And we did.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of how our team is. I wish it wasn't like that, and we're trying to get better at it, but it's a process. So, you know, fans bear with us. Just
Taiga trying to snatch away that bounty rune ends up failing, and Team Spirit will manage to get 3 as a result. Do you what are your thoughts on the Crystal Maiden? Because BSJ is not a fan. He doesn't really understand it.
BSJ not understanding something? Pog. I actually think it's an okay hero. It's probably like I think the concept of stacking with this hero is very good. And it's a lane winner that gives you flexibility in who you want in your safe lane.
Meanwhile, on the side of Team Spirit.
Also, Insania just likes playing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, remember when he spammed Oracle and no one else was? He's a hipster. He just likes to do stuff.
Yeah, he was spamming Caudle before anybody else, and look where it's at now. Permabanned.
You don't know if things are going to be good until you try them. I mean, we lost our first like 6 Oracle games, and then it just became a meta hero by like force of will, you know?
I feel like a better team would have made it meta.
Faster than us?
Yeah. Afterlife, similar story on the other side. Afterlife is going to be playing his core Dazzle that he's done so before. Old A. We got a mid-Urgon Nature's Prophet, who Misha tried to offer up when Insania said they were going to be aiming for Misha the entire game. He tried to offer Urgon up, said he was the feeder of the team, and Insania responded that Urgon was too easy and that they were going to be aiming Misha instead.
Yeah, the boys like Bants.
And then the top lane, an off lane Death Prophet, trying to make it work with a 4-position Taiga Tusk.
I think this is actually a pretty annoying Lifestealer game to play, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Lifestealer likes playing against Crystal Maiden because of her ulti.
Sure.
Nice
and
I don't think he likes
going to be first blood.
playing against Death Prophet or Ember that much. Like, you're pretty survivable in this game, but even Tusk, I think, is pretty good against you. Like, I think if they had picked Alk, I don't really know what Liquid does.
Boxy going to be gone on here. Inkswell and Snowball saves him from the stun. It does last long enough. Now they're going to turn around and tag team, do some good damage here to Doraccio, who will cut his way through the trees, back to the lane, back to the creeps.
He missed a lot of creeps.
Some of which he was missing. Yeah, this was not only a failed kill, but missed CS for him.
And Taiga is trying to drag the wave.
Just a reminder of where these two teams are at. Team Liquid currently sitting 0-3 in their group. Team Spirit, though, 2-1.
Yeah.
Sitting tied in second place with Chicken Fighters and Na'Vi. Though driven by ambitions for higher positions, they are looking for taking that solidified second over the other two.
I think if we went 0-4, we still wouldn't be out, but it would be pretty difficult. Like, we would need help from other teams, essentially.
The roll in.
Will not hit.
Doraccio will just cop another shot, and that's all it's going to be.
But yeah, I don't think this is a very good Lifestealer lane. Like, if you look at the CS alone, it's pretty rough.
Yeah. Boxy's doing better than him by a large amount, and then you compare Lifestealer. Gyrocopter gets even worse. Mickey is 15-1, and he got the first blood. And our mid lane, 22-1 for Koifa. So all 3 lanes are being won by Team Liquid right now. And
I've seen this story before.
In this meta, that is a bad story for Spirit.
I've seen this before.
But yeah, Liquid have also thrown away leads like this before. So
This is a good place to start, though, the comeback. You know, it doesn't matter.
Taking down one of the top teams of the group, or what do you mean?
You just you start the roll here.
Okay.
Oh, Taiga's
Taiga
not gonna get this pull off.
willingly pulls into the hard camp.
Hell yeah. Exactly where we wanted him.
I guess so. And it's a stacked hard camp too, so it will kill that creep wave.
Beyond
so
perfect.
He's going to need to get the last hits on all of them. The nuke comes in. Ooh, misses out on the big creep there. So that should have gone to Liquid in the form of experience. Take some of the smaller creeps too. So it does work out all right. And Sanya also going to be playing around with some neutral creeps, but he needs to be able to help out Mickey right now. He's being gone on. He's actually going to turn Immersion. He's getting quite low here, and Sanya is going to try and catch up with the Frostbite here. Afterlife turning around, getting more poison damage, but Mickey's just going to go for it. And he should manage to kill Afterlife. Yep, the nuke comes in from Insania, a second Nova.
I was like, what are you body blocking for? You're just going to die yourself. That's the best part about playing Gyro, is when he decides to go for that body block, like, you'll just die.
Yeah.
And
Bounty runes. Taiga, can he snatch it away from Dyrachyo? This time he will. Now he pops the tag team, trying to man fight a bit. He still has a snowball up. He's going to wait until Inkswell or something goes down. Last second is going to throw it out. Dyrachyo's quite low. The nuke comes out, but he still has the rage up, it looks like, and he barely manages to survive, but so does Taiga. And Misha, in vain, is going to try and hunt down that kill, but true to his word, they are going to take down Boxy, or excuse me, Misha. Boxy also goes down from Ergon, as well as the Courier. Good rotation from the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, that's pretty value. Lifestealer almost dies there, though, and he's not having a good time. This is a level 4. He just hit level 4. I think the Gyro is about to hit 5. Like, not the ideal start.
Yeah. Mid lane going to fill up the bottle. Taiga even gives a charge over to Koifa, who's now level 6, 42 and 3. They're going to need to do something about this guy, and it looks like it's going to be on the other side of the map, where Team Spirit are going to go for the gank in bottom lane, but it fails miserably. Now they've lost a kill. Here comes Koifa. He's going to be able to run down Afterlife as well.
This is a really bad rotation, because now Misha has nowhere to TP to.
Yep.
And top lane was already losing. They're going to lose it even harder. Nice counter move by Koifa. Like, Dyrachyo does not want to be in this 1v1 a level behind.
No.
He's just going to get right-clicked repeatedly.
Ergon used the Wrath in Nature, did not TP in. Instead, he tried to pressure the mid lane, but it took pretty much no damage thanks to a glyph. Nice sentry placed out by Immersion, though. Finds that lane ward.
He's going to get up. Yeah, he can't lane here. He has to go back to base now. They're going to give up this top wave because Misha went bottom.
Yeah.
I think that move, even if you get the kill on the gyrocopter, it's kind of sweaty.
Yeah. It definitely kills. Like, you're killing Mickey, but he still has a lane to return to. Dyrachyo, meanwhile, he
has nowhere to be.
He has a rough time, especially now that Boxy does have his exorcism up, and there is a gank on the way.
Yeah, they're going to go for this dive. Misha's going to TP here, and if he dies, like, his game is as hard ruined as one game can be.
They baited out Boxy, and the bad boys move in silence and violence, show up on Dyrachyo, run him down, and now they're going to be able to get the kill on Misha. Turn this into a tower push as well. It's a nice 3-for-1 special for Liquid.
Oh, man. Yeah. Now his game is really, really hard.
Oh, okay.
He got sniped.
Hey, that was the Wrath of Nature. You can't underestimate that big amount of burst damage.
That was a lot of
400 gold.
Look at the net worth now.
Yeah, that's massive.
He's well ahead in first now because of that.
Liquid were almost up by 2K. We're above 2K, actually, and now just dipped down below that line just for a second there. But Mickey's still free farming. So there's still issues, but at least Ergon is top of the chart. It's going to be going for an early Blade Mail. Value item against Gyrocopter, and maybe it'll be good against the Ember and Death Prophet. See if he has the stats to back that up, though.
He's going to need to have a beast game on Ergon, just because I think the other lanes have gone so poorly.
Yeah.
Maybe he can get.
What does a beast game on Nature's Prophet look like?
I don't know, Blade Mail, Orchid, BKB, or something like that. Like,
yeah.
He has to get massive.
Koifa continues to move around with Taiga smoked up. They're going to run into Dyrachyo again. This time he's got both Infest and Rage to help him out. So
not really sure where those shards are going.
Yeah, I don't know either, but they Liquid moving everybody up here this top lane.
They got to go back to mid, though. They don't want to lose that tower.
No, certainly not, and that's where Koifa's off to.
Although this will help Dazzle's game out. Like, he needed some space really, really badly.
Yeah. A
And he's finally gonna
Dazzle
get it.
core that's behind in net worth sounds miserable.
Yeah, that can't be very fun to play. I think they know that he's up there, and
Still managed to get the kill. Taiga helps out Koifa in getting the kill onto Immersion, and now they're going to try and run down Misha. They spot him. They knew he was somewhere around here. The nukes will come thick and fast, and will manage to get the kill.
well, they have killed Misha quite a bit.
They certainly have.
Yeah, what they said, 10 times?
Yeah,
What is
true
it?
to his word. Insania directing his boys
6 to go.
where to go. They will manage to take this tower first. We'll see if they can oh, never mind. Afterlife, he's so fast. He took that bottom tower first.
This is the benefit of Dazzle offlane. He's got
Yeah.
Necrobook too. His game is
It's fully
not recovered, but it's recovering.
Okay, okay.
I'd say once he gets the Necrobook and he farms the jungle for a bit.
Yeah.
I think that's my problem with Spirit's lineup, though. There's like a lot of farming that has to be happening.
Yeah.
So Outposts look like they're just going to get traded. Something that's really helped Liquid too is that they've found every rune for Quakefa. This will be the first one that he doesn't get.
Immersion grabs the arcane rune away from him, which would have been a dream for Koifa.
He's found like DD into regen.
Yeah. He's been pretty happy with it so far. Arcane ring.
Look at that. He dropped
Give
it
to
off to
Boxy.
him.
And a royal
well done.
jelly for Mickey.
He's going to ping Boxy
And he
again.
gives it to Boxy. Ah, man, Mickey. He's so nice. Just giving away all these neutral items. Immersion.
To be fair, he doesn't really benefit from either of those.
Skidding around here. The exorcism going to be popped. The ice shards does block Durantio's retreat.
They want to
But
protect
Liquid,
their...
not sure if they can really go for it, especially as now they've lost Insania, but they close the gap.
The
now
call
the
down.
snowball through. With the call down, they're going to be able to catch Immersion here, but the Soulbind is slowing them down pretty heavily, and Durantio actually pops out for the double open wounds to be able to slow them down even further. The stun goes out. Koifa is able to jump away, but the poison still sticking him down. He's going to fall here. Boxy is going to have to TP away. There's no stuns, fortunately, from Team Spirit, so he will be successful, but still a terrible team fight for Liquid as they lost Insania on the onset of the team fight.
And
he
he bought
bought back, and then they still continue to lose Taiga and Koifa for a Nyx assassin.
And that Nyx had the... he was infested. Mickey's going to get gone on, but just a simple TP. Yeah, that was a pretty weird move. Like, with the infest, he's pretty tanky. And it was a nice call down, but they needed shards to block in
Yeah.
if they're going to make that play.
Unfortunately, those were still on cooldown from an earlier attempt by Taiga. What do you think about this fast Aghanim Scepter rush from Mr. Mickey here?
I think that's usually the build nowadays.
Yeah, just all in for the stats.
It just makes you really tanky and fight ready, and
Yeah.
it speeds up your farm quite a bit. Like, I think Gyro is, in this game anyway, is probably the best hero. So as long as he continues to have a pretty good game.
Okay.
Like, I think once they get Satanic, Butter, you know, Ags on Mickey, I don't really know how you lose. Because this Lifestealer is so far behind.
So
He's
it's
like
important.
2,000 net worth.
Yeah. So it's going to be important for Team Spirit to hit this mid-game pretty hard with Urgon leading the charge. He does have his Blade Mail and a Mithril Hammer, so he's going to be picking up Maelstrom pretty soon here.
I think what they should do is smoke towards mid on Spirit and try to take that tower. And once you grab that tower, Roshan opens up as an opportunity. But maybe they kill top instead? Nope.
Koifa's going to have to always be careful. See some Ember Spirits just farm lanes without using Flame Guard just for fear of the Nyx Assassin catching them. It's a free Spike Carapace stun at any time, and it's a free Spike Carapace stun in a lot of these heroes. Death Prophet, Gyrocopter.
Yeah, he's got a pretty free spiked Carapace game, which is why he's maxing it out. Only leaving 2 levels in his stun. And Liquid are just... everyone is farming right now.
Eleven to 5. Liquid content with farming for now, seeing as their last couple of plays for towers has gone a bit awry. So Insania will try and keep bottom lane from hitting the tower, while Gyrocopter's farming up jungle. Boxy will farm mid, and Koifa, he can play around the enemy jungle. They're positioned to maybe outfarm Spirit a bit efficiently here.
This is going to help the supports from Team Spirit more, though, because this Nyx Assassin is just sitting mid, AFK getting XP and farm, and then he occasionally just goes invis and tries to gank top.
Yeah, just
like this
sees
move.
what he can find.
From Immersion, yeah. Like Immersion, whenever he has his ult up, he crawls around in the enemy jungle and then just kind of pokes.
Yeah, and it forces Liquid back. Running low on the Vendetta, he returns back to mid lane. The mid tower is taking some damage here. Where's Liquid? Foxy finally shows back up. Lifestealer's still free farming away though, and almost has his armlet. I imagine that would be a good time for Team Spirit to try and make some moves, because Maelstrom on Nature's Prophet is another power spike.
Yeah, and look at that XP-wise. That's what I'm talking about. Like, this is better for the supports on the side of Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
And Lifestealers, they're farming 2 Ancients at once. Because Lifestealer is farming Liquids, and Nature's Prophet is farming his own.
Oh, yeah.
So the
those Ancients are way more value than a lot of real estate that Koifa's getting up at top lane, right?
Yeah, this is why, like Tusk, for example, he feels pretty bad in this game because he has nothing to do.
Sania being gone on bottom lane is forced to TP back to base. Yule Scepter almost done for Boxy. Mickey has his Aghanim Scepter, is going to be going BKB next. Koifa, similar story here. They are definitely amping up for a mid-game, preparing for the assault to come from Team Spirit. Roll in. Catching Immersion here. Does manage to get the Walrus Punch. Shards to be able to block him in. And
First kill in a while.
yeah.
And Nature's Prophet TP's top. A lot of damage mid, though.
They are forcing Liquid around more and more and more, and eventually they're just going to get this mid-tower for free.
And this is going to open up their game quite a bit.
Feels like they've got that slow war of attrition on the towers on the side of Team Spirit, whereas Liquid have to fully commit like they tried earlier on the mid-tower. And that does come inherently with some risks attached to it.
Yeah, and Lifestealer, I mean, he's still pretty far behind, but he will catch up.
He's getting there.
Just a sentry battle.
Silence onto Insania. Yule Scepter. Throwing the Lifestealer up in the air, allowing Insania to get away. He jumps inside the Centaur Conqueror and will manage to stun Insania, and that'll probably be a kill here.
That was a pretty funny kill.
Nicely done by Duraccio.
That's going to help his game out even more. He's only 1,000 behind or so, and they're still farming double Ancients. The good news for Liquid is that Mickey is finally taken first.
Can they do something about Lifestealer taking their Ancients? Can, like, Mickey play bottom lane instead and farm those Ancients whenever he pushes out? Or, like...
I don't think he wants to play here. I think this is the danger zone right now.
Okay.
For Liquid. Like, whoever comes down here, I think just dies. Like, I'm surprised that Spirit haven't made some sort of, like, harder commitment to this by going around.
Yeah.
And trying to kill the DP, but that's because Afterlife is also just farming. Like, everyone's just farming in this game. It's really weird.
And it seems like it's doing all right for Team Spirit.
Yeah, it really just depends on who has the better, like, mid-game / late-game timing.
I mean, now that you pointed out the double Ancient fact, and then on top of that, I'm watching this mid-tower. It's getting lower and lower. It's now actually in deny range. I feel like this is definitely betting Team Spirit, and maybe Liquid should be the ones making something happen, changing the state of this game somehow.
I think the problem is Liquid's really comfortable because they have Gyro free farming, and they think that he's the better, like, ultra late game core.
Okay.
Because the thing about playing against Gyro is Lifestealer is very single target, right? But Gyro kills everything at the same time in team fights. Like, once he has BKB, Butter, Satanic, or whatever, he just kills everything.
Insania makes the call. They're going to push down to bottom lane and maybe secure this outpost.
That means Koifa can no longer go top. Like, he's headed top right now, but I think this is the bad move. I think he should come back mid. Yeah, like, they're just going to lose mid tower to this if he doesn't come back, like, right. Like, I think he should just Remnant right now, too.
Yeah, it's
the reason
getting to a point they might as well deny it, because Nature's Prophet will take this.
Yeah, I think the main reason this game is even Stevens is because Team Spirit hasn't taken that mid tower, but once they take that mid tower, like, they can make aggressive moves.
Yeah.
It's a really weird game, though. Like, I feel bad for all the supports in this. Because everyone's just watching their course farm.
34 HP, and finally, Taiga and Sania say, oh, okay, it's low enough. Another round of treants would kill it, so let's just deny it ourselves, split the bounty, and so the net worth will stay even. But now that mid tower is gone, Team Spirit, they can get a larger control of the real estate of the map. And we can see how the geography of this game changes.
The funny part is the Lifestealer, I thought he'd close the gap on the Ember, but he actually isn't. They're just kind of, like, all the net worths have sort of just stayed the same. Like, the lead hasn't grown, nothing has grown. Like, everything has literally just stayed the same.
Everyone got their first, like, big items, so it was like, all right, something's going to happen. Nothing does. And now we're looking at our second round of items almost. Meteor Hammer for the Nyx Assassin, Desolator for Duraccio, the Lifestealer. We almost have BKB for Urgon's Nature's Prophet, so he's going to be real fight ready soon. Immersion. He's going to try and take away the bounty rune, but he's been scanned up right now. They know he's here. Maybe he can still grab the bounty. Oh, get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, we got it. Nicely done by Immersion. Worth the death. They should be able to get 3 on Team Spirit as a result, but Liquid, they say run down mid. 25 seconds till the Nyx Assassin is back up. Apparently they feel like that's enough an advantage to even out this mid tower exchange. And Duraccio, well, he's going to take the time to take the bottom tier 2 tower in exchange for mid.
He hits... His move has been hit jungle, push wave, hit tower twice, back, hit jungle.
Yeah, normally we get into this rhythm. You always talk to me about the rhythm of the back and forth, and somebody will say, all right, let's upset the rhythm. They got used to it. They've been lulled into a sense of security.
They're going to smoke and fight this Roche.
Let's change it up, and that really hasn't happened. A smoke up from Team Spirit, though. Things are about to get a little bit weird here with Roshan about to fall. It's about 2,500
Liquid kind of has to, like, one of the teams has to all-in commit, and it has to be Liquid because they popped Exo for this.
Yeah. And the Exorcism, it is about 2/3 of the way through, and Roshan's going to die. Team Spirit don't do anything there. Taiga, he's going to pop the snowball to try and protect himself. Mickey's going to pop his BKB on his life. He's still at the Aegis, too. The silence add on to Taiga. He's going to die here. A nice freezing field position by Insania, but the Spike Carapace does manage to kill him. They do save that Aegis for Mickey. For now, Urgon's just looking for one more hit to get it. But unfortunately, he doesn't quite get there. So Insania and Taiga, their sacrifice is worth it, I think.
Yeah, if Mickey had like half HP, they would have turned and fought that.
And I think that would have been a good move. But because he was so low, you don't want to take that engagement. That's like a lost fight for sure.
Same time, though, Team Spirit do manage to get that mid-tier 2 tower right away. Duraccio is outputting some serious damage with this Armlet Deso build. Now the Meteor Hammer is going to be dropped on the tier 3 as well. Duraccio is getting a bit low. Got to be careful, friend. Shallow Grave and an Infest might be necessary here. He's just going to jump inside Afterlife. Urgon, he's going to be chased down here. He does have... Oh, Sprout, he's actually going to block him out. That was a beautiful play by him. Mickey, he's going to get some harassment damage here. He's going to deal with the Necronomicon Unions. He feels safe and fine and dandy because he does have the Aegis. Duraccio is going to pop out as Taiga pushes forward with his snowball. Immersion's a little bit low. The flat-handed shots are out, but the Guardian Greaves keeps everybody happy and healthy. And now, in a 4 versus 5, they're going to turn back. Urgon pops his BKB Blade Mail, laying some damage into Mickey. Mickey's going to turn and fight and lose his life here. The Soulbind out onto Boxy. He gets attached to Insania here. Duraccio quickly one-shots him. Meteor Hammer on top of Boxy finishes him up. Inkswell going down. Koifa taking so much damage. A snowball forward by Taiga. He lands on Duraccio, but it's going to turn around and make sure the Furion gets finished off. And Duraccio, oh no, mid-armlet toggle. He goes down from a sleight of fist. He falls now. 2 cores dead on the side of Spirit. Mickey, he'll manage to get the 3rd one in Afterlife. Now the 2 supports battle it out with Taiga, who bought back for all this. Still ran damage, does a little bit, but he's still got a snowball up. Chains onto Immersion, means they're going to find a 4th kill in this team fight. A buyback and Aegis expended, but Liquid do win the fight.
I don't even know how... That was pretty value. They got some gold out of it. But they did have to use 2 buybacks. And we're going to see the start of the fight here. Taiga goes way deep in. And Mickey once again starts at like half HP. At some point he's going to realize like he really needs the tanning to be able to fight. And I think Team Spirit would have actually been okay in this, but Duraccio really messed up his armlet toggle.
Yeah.
Because he could have just been infinite healed by the Dazzle otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, the Guardian Greaves. It's so hard to be able to lock down that one hero. And we're going to see it here. He
Like,
goes
both teams lost
out.
a killing spree. Boxy lost one, and Nature's Prophet lost one.
Sleight of fist right as he pops the armlet. Fast play by Koifa, though. Does a good job with that.
Was that 4 for 3 or something?
Yeah, something like that. 2 buybacks and an Aegis, though. It certainly goes to show that Team Spirit on an even fight can definitely win.
Oh, 100%. Their Nature's Prophet's massive.
Yeah, he's about to finish up a Mjolnir, too. That active is going to be mega effective. Exorcism, you have all the damage coming out from Flame Guard as well as Searing Chains.
Like, if they win a fight right here on the side of Spirit, or they get a pick, they can go high ground with this.
Oh, yeah. They demolish the building so fast.
Mickey needs to get out of mid right now. He's about to die.
He's a bit too far forward. He does have Butterfly BKB, so they need to catch him with the Impale first.
I think Butterfly is really good, but he needs Satanic, like, real badly.
Yeah, I've been surprised he hasn't picked up just that value Morbid Mask any of this time.
They're going to smoke up on the side of Liquid, just trying to push up into the jungle.
Oh, that's a pretty important talent there. Gyrocopter gets the 40 movement speed, because he just needs to kite the Lifestealer as much as possible, right?
Yes.
This Lifestealer hits for 300 damage a shot with a Desolator on it, too.
And he's going to go Halberd. Almost feel like he needs like an AC too. Once he gets like AC, I think he'll be really strong.
Yeah.
Boxy,
What about Abyssal Blade? Not a... Because that would
Abyssal's
give you lockdown.
pretty good, but if the enemy core gets like a Satanic, I think it's a little bit less useful.
Okay. Duraccio.
Okay.
You guys cannot outdo Duraccio when it comes to building damage.
He's got Deso. Like,
Don't let that man hit your towers. It's already down to half health. So it feels like this game's really going back to that concept Bulba was talking about. How many team fights do you need to win?
yeah, I think Liquid needs 2.
Yeah,
And I think Spirit needs
just
one.
needs 1. Right.
I think if Spirit wins one good team fight, then the game, they're going to get double racks. So when people are watching, they'll think like, okay, well, Gyro's the best late game core. I agree with you. But if you look at the lane situation and how quickly Team Spirit pushes when they do win fights, like, it's really fast.
Double damage is up on Urgon. He's just sitting on it right now. This aggression from Liquid may be the perfect time to turn on them. Mickey gonna lead off with a Poison Touch. Duraccio gonna run him down. Impale. Oh, they managed to get him with a Meteor Hammer coming out, but no, a Snowball's gonna be able to save him. Now he pops the BKB. They're gonna run forward and infest inside of Immersion, but Immersion gets popped, and now Duraccio's left completely stranded by his team. Afterlife was tossed up in the air by the Eul Scepter, so he couldn't even get off the shallow grave. 1 for 3, and it happened so fast.
That was... they were trying to bait off of the DD rune, but it was when they hard commit, and Taiga's there with the Snowball. Like, if he's not there with the Snowball, then Mickey's likely dead there.
Yeah.
And they turned that just way too aggressive of a move from Team Spirit to just assume there won't be 4 heroes backing that. Like, the only reason why Ember Spirit slight chains there and they press up is because they see you or that they know you're there.
Mm-hmm. And now that Satanic, which you've been talking about is an extremely important item for Mickey, he almost has it. We're going to watch that fight again. They had this nice combination. It would have been an Impale Meteor Hammer chain stun, but instead, it's a quick and swift turnaround with a Snowball.
Yeah, and there was a silence immediately. The Eul's onto the Dazzle so he can get the Grave off.
And if you're wondering how Insania died, that was Urgon teleporting behind everybody else with his double damage. And he quickly killed the Crystal Maiden, but from there, he saw the fight was already lost. Oh, a Paladin Sword with the Satanic on Gyrocopter? That's just cheating.
OS Frog, for sure.
Oh, yes.
We must have like the best luck when it comes to neutral items. I remember that game against Na'Vi where Apex, Rune, and like Fusion
Yeah.
or whatever.
Fusion Rune plus
That's
Apex.
that's what it's called.
With
sorry.
a Morphling.
Yeah.
That was.
It was like they lost their towers in like 3 hits.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
I felt so bad. I was like, Na'Vi, maybe you should have still lost because you were down like 20k, but not like this, you know?
Yeah. Aghanim Scepter is done for Koifa if he wants to purchase it. He might be trying to hold on to buyback, though.
I think that Liquid should hold on to buyback. And I think
Insania?
Spirit, they're still really only one fight away from winning this game.
Yeah.
Insania doesn't have buyback. Like, somebody needs to come back for this right now.
Yeah, he's forcing his cores now to sit bottom lane by dying like that. And 25% CDR reduction on Wrath of Nature for the Nature's Prophet just means that he's going to be always keeping these lanes pushed in. This is one of the big advantages of Core Nature's Prophet, right? We've seen Liquid win the last 2 team fights, right? But they are still always playing on their side of the map.
You need one more big team fight, get Roche, and then you can get map control for your Liquid.
Yeah.
Because right now, if you're Team Spirit, I think you actually still feel as though you're winning. Or the game at least is like in your favor.
Yeah.
Which means the same thing. I apologize, Austin. You know what I meant, though.
Yeah,
like, they still feel good about this game.
Yeah. They're just saying, like, we finally win one fight, and then we can force buybacks. That's a win condition.
Yeah, and it's Dota. You will eventually win one fight.
Well, looks like they think this fight is here at the top lane with Mickey on the front lines. He does have the Satanic, though, and Dyrachyo maybe realizing that is not super happy with that. Boxy's going to come in with the X's in the Ice Shards, looking to be able to block him in. The Soul Bite and Silence onto Boxy, but Dyrachyo's not going for the Death Problem right now. He was going for Mickey, but now he has to infest inside as he gets a little bit low onto Urgon. Urgon fighting it out, but he's getting low. Taiga punches him up in the air. They get a little bit of knockback, and that will finish off that core, but Mickey no longer having the Satanic. Dyrachyo sees his opportunity to finish off this core of Liquid with the help of the Inkswell. He gets him. He's dead, and he has no buyback, too. Koifa, he's going to be able to chains up the 2 here. They may have just given up Roshan.
They definitely gave up Roche. 3 dead. No buybacks. That was just Mickey signaling forward, but Boxy's not that tanky.
Yeah.
Like, he actually dies pretty easily. We're going to see again. He goes in with the Exorcism, but it's the fact that he uses Yule so early that gets him killed.
He pops Ghost Scepter afterwards, but as soon as that's gone, it's a free kill.
Yes.
And then Dyrachyo does a really good job. He doesn't panic. He heals as much as possible, knowing that Mickey will run out of steam here. No BKB, no Satanic. He's like, now's the time. Urgon, I'm sorry, buddy. You had to be the punching bag there. Take all the shots.
The problem is their frontliner is only Death Prophet. Like, that's literally their only frontline.
Yeah.
For their team. Like, this is the problem with like having these like 3 core lineups where everyone just farms. Gyro and Ember fulfill a very similar function. And like Gyro or Ember can't really commit. And once Gyro loses his BKB, like the Satanic is nice, sure, but you're essentially trading your BKB for Lifestealer's Rage. And Lifestealer always has the benefit of like the spam heals from Dazzle, so the shallow grave every single time.
Now, because it was on their side of the map and Roshan was up, Team Spirit are going to have to win another fight before they break open the base. But they did get Aegis and Cheese out of it. MKB now complete for Dyrachyo. He is hitting like a truck now. It's 300 even before he activates Armlet. And then he's got the MKB and Basher procs in there as well. Nature's Prophet looks like he wants to go Satanic next. We've got Force Staff for Immersion. The Scythe of Vice is going to be the next choice for Afterlife with that cooldown reduction.
It's a pretty big cheese, too, for the Nature's Prophet.
They're going to smoke up. They have every advantage they can want. They've got Aegis, they've got Cheese, and they've got a double damage on Urgon. He's sitting on it right now, ready to teleport in. And they've got the successful scan, and it's up on this high ground. You see Insania first. Insania looking for a ward, but instead it's going to be found by Dyrachyo. They try and go for the blackout for the Ice Shards. Not quite perfect, and they do manage to lead off with a stun on Mickey. Snowball's going to come in, though. It hits Immersion. Knocks him up in the air with a Walrus Punch. Mickey is going to turn and pop his BKB Satanic, fighting up against Dyrachyo, and he is actually winning this with the lifesteal battle, but eventually Satanic's going to go away. Dyrachyo, that's going to be his first life, and now Urgon with the double damage just laying into Mickey, and Boxy, too. He just falls so quickly. The lightning proc finishes him off, and now they're on the run. 2 cores dead. Taiga just trying to draw them away from the base. Anything but my base, please. But Team Spirit take them all down and look for a lane of barracks, if not much, much more, with no buyback available from Mickey. They're going to realize that too, because they're not going to slow down. He needs it because of gold. And he's pretty far away. 600 guarding Greaves plus all the heals from Dazzle, Shadow Wave. will bring them back up to full as they assault the enemy base. Ergon, oh, he gets a little bit low. Got to be careful there. Pops the blade mail just in case, and he's got cheese ready to go. And Infest makes Ergon quite tankier. Again, the Inks well as well to make sure Liquid can't really go on them too heavily here, and they're going to be forced to retreat. But Taiga, he's going to be forced to use a snowball instead to try and dodge some of the shots. Does manage to get away, but Boxy's now been caught. He has Ghost Scepter as well as Yule Scepter. He pops the Spider Legs and will be able to run away. Liquid trying to keep them inside of the base and not allow them to reset. But Durachi knows what's important. He's going to go for that mid lane. 15 seconds left with the Meteor Hammer. It seems likely that Liquid, they're going to have to fight against 2 full lanes of barracks down. Duraccio gets blocked in for a second there. He's got Rage. He's got Armlet. But he doesn't have Infest, and Liquid may see an opportunity here with the silence going out. Spirit Siphon, they get the Force Tap, but he still latched onto him. They will manage to finish him off, and now they just run down more heroes. His Afterlife's going to be the next target. Everyone from Team Spirit full on retreating right now. They're going to all TP out and leave Afterlife to die here as he tries to Spider Legs to the high ground and TP out. No such luck there, my friend.
Still really, really good engagement for them.
Absolutely.
They all have buybacks. They know that Liquid doesn't anymore. Still going to get 2 bounty runes too. So this map control, questions like what can you do with it? You're double racks right now against a Nature's Prophet who constantly pushes in your base. Going high ground feels nigh impossible. Oh, what the? Just gets bonked repeatedly.
Yeah, he teleported around the map, so the rocket took a while to catch him.
He also got hit by tower shots though.
Yeah.
Mickey's just going high ground.
Well, the tower shots were aiming for the missile because it went into the base. That's what it was.
It just looked funny.
Yeah.
And they have a repair kit.
Oh, they have a repair kit. Are they even going to have to use buybacks here?
I don't think so.
They could, if they really want to, they can give up a lane and hold buybacks. Dude, repair kit's so strong. Oh my god. All right, the tower's down. Next round of repair kit on the melee barracks with the Sprout being used as well. The range barracks is going to fall here. Looks like they are indeed going to just give up a lane potentially in exchange for holding the advantage in numbers. Black Cannon shots going out. Soulbind onto 2. Impale's going to whiff.
You want to chase
like a retreat if Team Spirit can catch them here. Wrath of Nature doing a good amount of damage to some of the backline. Ergon's going to TP in aggressively. He is BKB and Cheese. He's daring Liquid to fight back, and Liquid are not going to take that bear. Boxy, though, tries to go for a TP out, but he's found by Immersion.
Boxy doesn't have TP?
Boxy. He does have Spider Legs, though. Maybe he should have just gone for that in the first place, as he's a pretty fast guy.
He doesn't have buyback. That's what I meant, but
yeah,
doesn't seem
oh,
like...
Ergon! He spots him, and he's actually got an infested lifesteal. They really want Duracho here, but these damn Spider Legs. He's allowing him to just cut through the map back to safety.
The CM.
They could have, but they wanted the big kill, the guy that they knew, the core that does not have buyback. They got greedy. They missed out on a free kill, perhaps.
Still, they have 5 buybacks.
They have 5 buybacks, and Ergon's got a Satanic. We've got an Abyssal Blade soon for Duraccio.
I think this like even-ish type game though does favor Nature's Prophet because he's always just going to be pushing.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point in time you're going to lose track of what Ergon's doing and he's going to take Megas.
Yes. Agreed. I think the way that Liquid wins this game is through some sort of like weird crazy base race like throne kind of situation. Because I think in straight 5-on-5s now, it's really hard to beat Spirit's lineup.
Yeah.
The Grave makes it so that the supports are like really, really hard to kill. And CM and Tusk are so easy for Lifestealer to commit to because he's got the Shallow Grave and the Rage. It's only like a 1 Rax advantage, but like you only think about map control right now.
Yeah. So
you
that
have to
top
consider
lane constantly pushing in for free.
Yeah. You have to consider having like Roche as an advantage at all times because Liquid has to leave their base, which then opens up Ergon for the map. Like let's say Liquid gets into a fight with Team Spirit outside the base and it looks bad at all. Ergon can just bounce. You can say see ya, like piece it out.
Okay.
Go towards bottom, take that set of racks. Like he'll take it really quickly. Look at his items. Like he has MKB.
So what I'm hearing out of you is we need a game changer. And what changes the game more than a Divine Rapier?
Yeah. I think this is the only play that Mickey can really make because he has to be ready to just go for throne at this point. I don't think trading racks. Look at bottom, like how many towers he has to take.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. He almost has level 25 as well.
This is no longer This is no longer you're going for, let's get mega creeps. Everyone's dead. We're going to throw it and hopefully we win.
Yeah.
Or throw the game.
Level 25 for Koifa and Mickey. Bigger upgrade for Ember Spirit for sure.
Yeah, and the scariest part is when the entire enemy team has buyback. It means that if you win a team fight, let's say they exo, use everything BKB Satanic, and they go down mid, all Team Spirit has to do is win one fight off of that.
Yeah.
And they're suddenly just like they've won the game again.
And they're very likely to with you not having Exorcism.
Yeah.
Using maybe BKBs and such.
So somehow Liquid have to win a team fight without popping exo. Like that's the condition. It doesn't seem ultra likely.
Koifa, you gonna... Yeah, there he goes.
What?
Gets the Remnant recharge time. He turned level 25 and he wasn't choosing anything.
I see.
And I know with that Aghanim Scepter, you need that recharge time. He almost has Shivas. If they win a fight here, he can buy it and still have buyback. But they're going to push forward. An aggressive smoke. They pushed in some of the lanes.
Double outpost for... Oh, Koifa knows.
Does manage to get a chains. He's going to go in. Pops BKB immediately gets Abyssal Bladed. But he's going to survive long. Oh, no, he's been soulbound as well. They have the snowball, though. That's going to help him. Maybe the soulbind will wear out and he could be able to jump away. He's still latched up for a little bit longer, but he turns and fights. Oh, no, Koifa, he actually chose to die here, and he's going to come back with a second life. Urgon, he has the infested lifestealer inside of him, but fighting alone against Mickey is not going to be good enough. Can Dyrachyo do it again? Can he pop out after Urgon's dead and kill Mickey? Mickey pop in. He actually heals up so much thanks to both Satanic as well as Paladin Sword. Dyrachyo is just dead. He has no buyback either. He invested into the Abyssal Blade.
What? I can't... Oh, man. This is like the only way that Spirit can lose.
Why did they take the straight-on fight?
Also, I don't know why they decided to buyback, if I'm honest. That was...
Because now Liquid don't even have to push in order to force
I
those
think
things out.
Spirit had, like, for me anyways, 85% or better. You probably agree, right?
Yes. Whenever you're sitting in a situation where you have buybacks and the enemy team has to win a defensive fight, push into you.
Yes, there's too many conditions to fulfill.
And then they have to get out without getting caught. Like that just it's a very hard scenario.
They had the only reason you take a buyback there is if for whatever reason Lifestealer can infest into you and you can take a fight right after.
Yeah.
Like Lifestealer and Nature's Prophet buyback at the same time. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And then he hops into you, you go back in and then you kill Mickey.
Yeah.
But because he didn't have buyback and he chose to buy out onto the Abyssal Blade, now Liquid have like maybe a 30% chance?
Yeah, now Liquid have Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard. I would put it slightly higher than that.
Maybe like 35, 40?
Yeah.
Before, though, it was looking real low.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Spirit have just kind of, yeah, look at that. Like, I think Dota Plus has it at one point at like 90%, which I think is pretty accurate.
Yeah. Liquid, do you go for it? Like, you've got Aegis and Cheese and stuff.
It's still really scary because Koifa doesn't have buyback.
Yeah, part of the way they won that fight was off of his throwing away his life.
Yeah,
right.
I think he made the right call there. I think they wouldn't have had enough damage. Like, he needed to be there so that they could kill the backline too.
Yeah. If you had perfect information, let's say Liquid did know that Lifestealer doesn't have buyback because of gold.
And he was like 50 gold off. He would have had it. I think Roche is the best play. If he was like 400 gold off, yeah, then you go for it. Screw Exorcism. Just all in. Like, sell all your items, Boxy.
Illusionist Cape. That can be a bit of a game changer at times.
Don't know how much that benefits Liquid's lineup, though.
Yeah, I just more mean the surprise illusion that no one's expecting. And then they jump on it, thinking
I saw that happen in this tournament.
It's happened many a game. That's why it's important to click on people's items. And hopefully Spirit have done that. They see Mickey has an Illusionist Cape in his backpack.
Dude, you notice I haven't said buy out incorrectly?
Good job.
I seriously went home and I just practiced it. I'm not even kidding. I just kept saying it over and over again. Buyback.
Buyback.
Buyback. I actually hate my team.
Ninja Gear. There's another one. He's going to give it to Taiga. So Taiga's going to be the one with the free smoke.
A Hex, though, for Dazzle, like
Yeah.
the perma-Hex. And they're going to sit behind Mickey now, look for some sort of initiation. But the dive will always be scary. And if you look at the buybacks, Lifestealer actually doesn't have buyback. Wow, this is...
Yeah, he has been about 500 gold away, and it's slowly but surely getting there. But if
he's got
he
it
were
now.
to
He's got
die
it
right now,
It doesn't matter now if he dies. It's
all good.
It's really just the...
It does kind of matter if
Nature's
the lanes of barracks are evened up. That was the big advantage they have. They're going to jump Bishop Blade first. Mickey followed up with the Scythe of Vice, but they don't overcommit to him.
They're just trying to poke him down low, so they have to all-in commit for a fight on Liquid.
Yeah.
This is pretty smart.
Opportunity on a Koifa. Scythe of Vice followed up. This is a kill that they really want to be able to begin. Taiga actually blinking into the Soulbind was unable to get off a snowball, but Team Spirit did not immediately pounce.
That was BKB's use. Spirit want to go.
Yep. That's why they've got Immersion carrying Dyrachyo to a position where they can maybe surprise Liquid. He's going to push forward. Boxy doesn't see him pop out. Abyssal Blade first. Impale follow-up, but a snowball save from Taiga. And Snowball is going to lead into Immersion. Immediately knocks him up in the air. Trying to retreat now. Force Staff gets him some distance
and
away.
Mickey got
Ice
out.
Shards to block him out. Dyrachyo pursuing here. They're going to smoke even just to make sure that they get back a little bit faster.
All right, so now it's even racks. Liquid have a 3K gold lead. Ergon has bought the equalizer himself. So both teams are pretty much all in at this point.
Yeah.
Like, Mickey having buyback is nice for sure, but unless he has a second rapier queued up, like, I don't know how much that matters.
Yeah. Maybe it could matter if, like, Koifa picks up his Divine Rapier and Mickey somehow gets back to the fight quickly. Ergon. He does have the no cooldown teleport, so he's going to be all over the map. And Liquid say it's time to take those bottom tower objectives. A little bit surprised that Team Spirit didn't commit more heavily onto Koifa when they caught him with that stun.
Mm-hmm.
Because they knew he didn't have buyback. I thought maybe that would be the one hero you would just all in for.
Oh, so they are going to get... they are going to go for the Megas play.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how much this matters because Spirit is still always just... Both teams are pretty much just one fight away from winning or losing the game.
Oh, how much longer until our Aegis expires?
It's pretty soon.
Yeah, it's pretty soon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is.
So, Team Spirit. I was just wondering if they would be willing to give up that final lane of barracks in exchange for waiting out that Aegis, but they don't have to. A Basher is now up on Mickey. That is a bit problematic because now, even when you stun Mickey, his Aghanim Scepter is firing out. And it could bash Dyrachyo and slow down his damage. He completely buys out the Abyssal on Mickey because, again, buyback.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter that much.
Once he loses Rapier, the game is kind of done anyways. It's like both sides. Actually, I don't even know if it ends for Ergon. His hero's still pretty strong. What did he get rid of? Just boots? Yeah. His hero's still pretty sick strong. So, buyback status is like pretty... It's really just Boxy that has it. That's how we're looking at this now.
Yeah.
And Dazzle, I guess.
AC is Dyrachyo's next item. The Immersion.
What the?
He tried to go for a catch here onto Koifa with a teleport in, but he didn't blink far enough. Oh, the snowball doesn't actually hit him, nor does the Ice Shard block him in. He does still have Flicker, and he flickers the right direction too. But bottom lane, oh, they went for the tier 3, but Abyssal Blade from Mickey. It stops Ergon's teleport away.
Oh
That's
my
a Divine
God, is this
Rapier.
really how
It's
you
on
lose?
the ground. Double Divine Rapier now for Mickey with a tip on Ergon.
Why did you feel like you needed to make that play?
They were trying to get
Ergon.
too cute with it. They tried to go for immersion, catching Koifa all alone.
Why did he feel like he needed to do that?
Then they swerved and said, oh, guys, they're all here. Let's hit the tier 3.
What's that? It wasn't even... All right. Yeah, I think even if you get Mega Creeps, it doesn't matter.
No.
Like, the same play was going to happen.
Yeah.
And now you don't have buyback on your Lifestealer during this time period.
To be fair to him, I think his thought process was, Taiga is top, therefore they have no BKB cancel.
Yes.
But I don't think they knew about the Abyssal.
And now double Divine situation. They're going to pop the glyph.
Double Divine is just going to clear up these towers so quickly.
Lifestealer can't die first. He needs to be able to win the fight so that he has buyback himself.
Okay, there's going to be a nice lead off with the impale
double.
combination. They might be able to get it. Taiga needs to get the soap ball, and he does dodge some of the damage. He's going to roll forward onto Afterlife. Mickey's now going to pop. No, he doesn't need to pop a Satanic yet. BKB, now he pops in full health for him, and now Duracio's just going to die just like that. A buyback from him, but without Ergon and without a Divine Rapier of their own, it seems unlikely. A 33,000 net worth lead, and Liquid have Megas.
So he barely got the buyback gold right there on Lifestealer. But they get Mega'd, and it is a 4v5. I wonder if you just give Refresher to Mickey so he can go in again.
Yeah, just a fresh round of BKB Satanic. That makes sense to me.
I mean, they thought about it, but...
Boxy is still holding on to it instead.
So now it's only the Dazzle that has it, and this beefed up, roided out Illusion just goes in.
Are they really not sure about this?
They're gonna
4
wait
versus
for
5?
they're gonna wait for BKB.
Okay.
Once they get BKB up, they'll go.
Yeah.
That's what the timer is or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. They still have plenty of time for
They
Nature's
thought about the
Prophet
Refresher,
being down.
but I think the Death Prophet having it is better because his
Yeah.
cooldown is gonna take longer, like 70 seconds.
They have an Ethereal Blade on Boxy as well, so they have another save for Mickey. If he's truly in trouble, they can block some of that physical damage from the Lifestealer. They're going to start pressing forward now. Tier 4's under assault. Duraccio,
How
the
do you fight
last
this
man to
double
be able
divine?
to hold this with a Lotus Orb up, actually gets bashed by one of those hits. Now Abyssal Blade up. Mickey's just
He's
going to go
just
for
dead.
it with the Walrus Punch,
He's
and
double
that's
divine.
it. He just double divine is too much damage.
God,
and
Ergon.
Team Spirit, they had a 90% chance to win this
I think
game.
it was even higher than that.
Unfortunately, they were unable to close it out, and Team Liquid